Okay, so why am I doing this for you? Your 45th birthday is coming up, and I don't know what to get you. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you really want? And I think you would love to be on this show. And as much as I wouldn't enjoy it, I know you would, because you love an adventure, you have a great spirit, and I can't think of anything else that would really make you excited. You're brilliant and fit and up for anything. Your enthusiasm and energy for life is contagious. You constantly push all of us in the family to do better, try harder, and especially to experience new things. You're willing to do what it takes to have us all adventure together. Yes, sometimes you're hot-headed and impatient, sometimes a know-it-all, but it's part of a complete package of someone who is a go-getter, full of life, and who never stops wanting to grow and experience. After 15 years of marriage, raising 2 crazy kids, and midlife creeping up, you deserve this. I would love to give this to you. And although the chances of getting on the show are slim, you've taught me, hey, why not try? So here's your 45th birthday present, a chance at an adventure, and a way for me to show you how much you mean to me.
Let me tell you about my son, Jay Newland. If there is anybody in the entire world who ought to be on the Amazing Race, that's the kid we raised.
Because he's the amazing part.
He is the amazing part, but the other part is he has always loved world travel, world adventure. It's his favorite show. Every time something comes on, he calls us in Colorado and says, Mom, Dad, have you seen this and that and the other thing? And there's no one who deserves it more. The only problem that you will have with him on your program is that every time something exciting happens, he will stop and tell you about it.
And explain to you why it's happening.
As an engineer, and a fellow who can always figure everything out and thinks on the fly and is so bright, he'll share that with you, which we think is awesome.
Sometimes his brightness is hard to accept because you think there can't be anybody knows this much information, but he does.
When he was much younger and going to college, this was before you could Google things. He would call me and do a lookup because he always had to know everything. And I will tell you that already he will know where you're going and the best way to get there and the fastest way to travel. And he'll be laughing the whole time there.
He is a knowledgeable man of the world that loves to travel. And he loves challenges, and he loves to get into situations where he has to think to get out of them, and I think that he would love to take he and his wife on this wonderful adventure.
Do you think he'd be interesting to watch?
He's always interesting to watch. he loves being in the spotlight, which is funny for an engineer because most engineers are more reserved and analytical, but with his analytical mind, he also loves to learn about things, and he knows a lot of history, and he knows things about the world and little unknown facts about various places that he goes. He loves to.
And what kind of adventures have you guys been on together?
Oh, cycling adventures. We've had rock climbing adventures. We've camping adventures.
And how does he deal with that? How does he
marriage adventures.
How does he deal with pressure?
He does quite well under pressure, although he there are buttons you can push to get fun reactions. I'll put it that.
All right, super, thanks.
If I were stuck on an around-the-world problem-solving adventure, I'd want Jay there with me. He solves problems systematically. He's an engineer. He can weld. There's never a dull moment with Jay. He solves problems that aren't even really there sometimes. You should see all the cycling equipment he's problem-solved me into. So pick Jay. That's a TV show I could definitely watch.
Jay Newland would make an excellent candidate on The Amazing Race for a variety of reasons. He's a very, very clever engineer, very skilled at solving problems. He also, isn't afraid to tackle new challenges. He has a very adventuresome side, whether it's going out for a 50-mile bike ride early Saturday morning or embarking upon an amateur pornography career. Either way, he's still a great candidate.
Dad should get on the show because he's funny, smart. He has a lot of things that he could add to the show. He's very entertaining, and he knows a lot of things that he could bring onto the show.
Like what kind of stuff does he know?
He definitely knows how to work hard.
Look at the
He
camera.
he can identify lots of things. He has great knowledge of like tools and
Keep looking at the camera.
woodworking, and he's very active, so he could do all the active challenges too.
And do you
That-
like watching the show with Dad?
Definitely.
I think my dad should be on The Amazing Race because he has been a big fan of it so far. And I know he will get past the first leg because he is strong, smart, and he will never give up. I think it would be a dream to him just to meet Phil Kogan in person.
You want to beg him to put him on the show?
Yeah. Please put my dad on the show.